Today we're catching some sun and waves with Ronni, a QHS member whose life is as vibrant and refreshing as a seaside breeze. What currents brought her to the sunny shores of the quantum shift? Let's surf behind the scenes to see the waves she's been riding.
Hi, my name is Ronni and I'm 69 years old. I was born and raised in Southern California, and with the exception of 3 years when my dad took us on an adventure to Hawaii, I have lived here most all of my life. As my son says, he can drive to every house he's ever lived in. In 1987, I had a C-section, and that was my first, I guess you would call traumatic event, because I did get Bell's palsy right after my son was born, to which I still have 38 years to the day. I've had several successful surgeries since then, but nothing as traumatic until my fall at work in 2021. As I was walking into the women's restroom, I pulled the door open as someone pulled it from their side at the same time, jerked me in through, landing on a granite countertop, breaking my shoulder in 3 places, dislocating my humerus, and falling basically flat face down onto the tile. Up until age 64, I had never been in an ambulance. With this fall, I was in 2 ambulances with sirens, no less. Up until that point, my only disability was this Bell's palsy that I got when my son was born in 1987. I've had many issues with teeth over the year as well, but I feel like my life has been mostly happy before that fall at work. Because it has left me with such long-term disabilities that make it impossible for me to do my job 4 years after the accident. And it's a job that I loved as a credit manager for a traffic safety company. Technically, I guess I am still on leave because the workers' comp case is still pending. The V6 has significantly reduced my pain and my stress since I received that. I want to think it was 2022 that I got it. Could be 23, I can't remember exactly. But I know that within 100 days, there was a difference in the pressure I could put on my hand that has tremors that I never could before. I could not even push to get out of a booth, and I found myself one day being able to push without extreme pain to get up. Probably less than 100 days after starting the use of the V6. I've also noticed other improvements like less gray hairs, new little red hairs growing in. At my age, that's pretty incredible. I do the Q vibes about 2 to 3 times a day, constantly. They have helped to give me endurance so that I'm able to get more walking in. I actually do an in-home app that exercises for like 20 minutes a day. And I'm able to also walk outside on my own, which I couldn't do since the accident. I'd had no endurance to be able to go for longer than maybe 20 minutes at the most. And now some days I can walk over 2 miles a day in increment pieces. The energy that it gives me, I am on the upswing for sure. Maybe not every day is perfect, but every day is definitely a blessing, especially since I came across the healing frequencies provided by quantum healing systems. There is no doubt about that. I am looking forward to my do-over. First of all, no more crooked pictures, no Bell's palsy. I will be able to raise my hand higher than this and straight up in the air. I will have a belly button again that some surgeon thought it was okay to take away during one of my surgeries without asking me. No partials in my mouth. I will have all my own teeth. My broken shoulder will be healed. I won't have any more tremors in my right hand. I will be able to write at length, which I love to do, without extreme pain after a few words trying to write. And then I'm, of course, looking forward to our gala when we all get together and meet each other for the first time. That is going to be such a wonderful event. And I'm a big hugger, you guys, so be ready.
Join us on the Prequel, where every story matters and every voice is heard. Because here at QHS, We're all about healing, learning, and growing together.